Not born rich, but rising from total hunger to dominate the world, these are the top 10 bodybuilders. Number 1. Kai Greene. With no permanent place to call home, Kai Greene spent his early childhood moving through the institutional foster care system in Brooklyn, New York. He faced long years of extreme poverty, emotional isolation, and homelessness during his youth, frequently staying in temporary group homes and shelters. Frustrated, lacking any financial resources, he could rarely afford basic daily meals, let alone expensive gym memberships or specialized high-protein athletic nutrition. However, Kai channeled his deep inner frustration, childhood anger, and emotional pain directly into weight training. By taking jobs cleaning, sweeping, and maintaining local commercial gyms in exchange for training privileges, he slowly built his physique from scratch. Kai never used his dire life circumstances as an excuse for failure, instead viewing every single exhausting workout session as an essential stepping stone toward his ultimate personal freedom. His relentless dedication and unbreakable mental focus transformed him into one of the most iconic, mass-dominant, and artistic bodybuilders in the history of the sport. Reflective beyond his physical size, Kai brought an unprecedented level of philosophy, art, and emotion to the stage. Deeply emotional, posing for Kai was never just a mechanical display of muscle mass. It was an intense, expressive storytelling performance that reflected a lifetime of struggle, survival, and triumph over absolute poverty. Number 2. Ronnie Coleman. Serial long before dominating the sport of professional bodybuilding as an 8-time Mr. Olympia champion, Ronnie Coleman faced extreme financial hardship, isolation, and systemic poverty. Determined, despite working hard to earn a college degree in accounting from Grambling State University, he struggled for months to find steady professional employment. To survive, he was forced to take a job delivering pizzas for Domino's in Texas. His financial situation was so dangerously tight that he survived almost entirely on leftover, unsold pizza every single day because he simply had no money to purchase basic groceries or fresh food. Hopeful, everything changed when he joined the Arlington Police Force and visited the legendary Metroflex gym, where gym owner Brian Dobson offered him a free lifetime membership if he agreed to compete in bodybuilding. While working grueling full-time night shifts as a police officer, Ronnie engaged in heavy, high-intensity lifting routines that remain completely unmatched in powerlifting and bodybuilding history. Shocked, he shattered records by deadlifting 800 pounds for reps and squatting 800 pounds with raw power. Triumphant, his unmatched work ethic earned him the title The King, proving to the world that true royalty can rise from the absolute dirt to claim the crown. Number 3. Dexter Jackson. Serious. Known globally as The Blade, 2008 Mr. Olympia winner Dexter Jackson grew up in a financially struggling neighborhood, with zero financial support, mentorship, or career guidance. Reflective, becoming a father at a very young age brought immediate financial pressure and heavy personal responsibility into his life. Determined to support his young family and pay monthly rent, he took a low-paying job as a line cook in a small local restaurant for minimal hourly wages. Purchasing a proper bodybuilder diet, consisting of fresh chicken breast, egg whites, rice, and expensive protein supplements, was an impossible luxury that his tiny paycheck could not cover. Yet, despite every overwhelming financial obstacle, he never missed his scheduled gym sessions or compromised his training intensity. His conditioning, razor-sharp muscle separation, and aesthetic symmetry were so flawless that he earned the legendary nickname The Blade. Impressed, Dexter Jackson went on to build the longest, most consistent, and most decorated competitive career in bodybuilding history, competing against elite world-class athletes well into his 50s. His journey stands as ultimate proof that unwavering consistency, discipline, and sheer willpower can overcome any level of economic hardship. Number 4. Shawn Rhoden. Deeply serious. The life journey of 2018 Mr. Olympia champion Shawn Rhoden was filled with immense personal tragedy, mental heartbreak, and severe economic distress. Sad, after immigrating to the United States from Jamaica during his youth, his family faced constant financial hardship while trying to establish a new life. Emotional things spiraled out of control when his beloved father passed away suddenly, plunging Shawn into a dark spiral of deep depression and severe alcohol addiction. For years, he struggled with partial homelessness, lacked proper nutrition, and went without basic life necessities. Hopeful after stepping away from bodybuilding for over 6 years and wandering the streets, he made a firm decision to pull his life together and honor his late father's memory. He quit drinking completely and returned to heavy, disciplined training in the gym. Dramatic. His miraculous comeback culminated on the Mr. Olympia stage in 2018, where he shocked the fitness world by defeating 7-time defending champion Phil Heath to claim the coveted Sandow Trophy. Shawn Rhoden's story serves as an enduring beacon of hope for anyone hitting rock bottom, proving that resilience can rebuild a broken life into a legendary victory. Number 5. Kevin Levrone, the Maryland Muscle Machine. Kevin Levrone experienced catastrophic heartbreak and grief at a very young age. He lost both of his parents to cancer during his childhood, leaving him an orphan with no financial backing, family safety net, or career guidance. Lonely growing up in deep poverty, he turned to weightlifting as a coping mechanism to escape his overwhelming grief, loneliness, and emotional trauma. Determined during his early years of training, he could not afford expensive protein powders, amino acids, or specialized gym supplements, relying entirely on cheap, basic home-cooked meals and canned tuna. Despite these massive financial obstacles, he built one of the most dangerous, impressive, and aesthetically complete physiques of the 1990s era. His genetic potential and rate of muscle growth were so phenomenal that fellow competitors and fans considered him a natural wonder of the sport. Proud finishing as the Mr. Olympia runner-up 4 separate times and winning numerous Arnold Classic titles, Kevin Levrone transformed his early personal tragedy into a legacy of motivation, inspiring millions of young athletes who face loss and adversity. Number 6. Arnold Schwarzenegger. Reflective modern bodybuilding icon Arnold Schwarzenegger grew up in the small, impoverished Austrian village of Thal right after the devastation of World War II. His family home lacked basic modern amenities. There was no electricity, no indoor plumbing, and no refrigerator. Sad money was so extremely scarce that purchasing basic household groceries was a constant daily struggle for his parents. Emotional Arnold famously shared that receiving a simple household refrigerator was one of the happiest moments of his entire childhood. Determined to escape this harsh, limited environment, he identified bodybuilding as his ultimate ticket to freedom, fame, and success. Dramatic during his mandatory service in the Austrian army, he went AWOL from his military base to compete in the Junior Mr. Europe contest, willingly accepting time in a military prison as a consequence for his victory. Arnold transformed his childhood poverty into a relentless, burning desire to move to America and dominate the world. Triumphant, his indestructible mindset eventually turned an impoverished farm boy into a 7-time Mr. Olympia champion, Hollywood's highest-paid action superstar, and a global cultural icon. Number 7. Flex Wheeler. Serious referred to by fans and peers as the Sultan of Symmetry. Flex Wheeler's childhood was a relentless battle for basic survival. Raised in an impoverished, crime-ridden neighborhood in Fresno, California, he faced daily danger, poverty, and uncertainty. He suffered severe physical abuse during his youth and struggled heavily in school due to undiagnosed dyslexia. His family lived in extreme poverty, frequently leaving him without decent clothes, proper footwear, or regular daily meals. The overwhelming despair of his surroundings led him to attempt suicide during his troubled youth. However, discovering martial arts and heavy weight training completely altered his life's path. Determined, starting with zero financial backing in small local amateur shows, he built an aesthetic physique so astonishingly complete that even Arnold Schwarzenegger declared him one of the greatest bodybuilders to ever walk the stage. Despite surviving a near-fatal high-speed car crash and battling a chronic, life-threatening kidney disease, Flex repeatedly returned to the stage to astound audiences with his flawless lines, vacuum poses, and unmatched muscle symmetry. Number 8. Franco Columbu. 2-time Mr. Olympia winner Franco Columbu grew up in a tiny, impoverished rural village on the island of Sardinia, Italy. His family lived in extreme poverty, and as a young child, Franco was put to work as a humble shepherd, spending long, solitary days herding sheep across rugged, mountainous terrain. With no formal education, wealth, or financial opportunities, he relied on his natural physical toughness. He tried his hand at amateur boxing before moving to Germany, where he worked long hours as a manual bricklayer and construction laborer. After spending exhausting days lifting heavy building materials in the cold, he spent his nights training intensely in primitive gyms. This grueling physical lifestyle forged his world-class powerlifting strength and incredible muscle density. Franco later moved to America with his best friend, Arnold Schwarzenegger, where they started a bricklaying business together to pay for their food and rent. Triumphant Franco eventually conquered the bodybuilding world, proving that raw physical labor, grit, and passion can lift anyone from a humble shepherd's life to world renown. Number 9. Big Ramy, Mamdou Elsbiai. Two-time Mr. Olympia champion Big Ramy rose from a background that reads like an inspirational movie script. Reflective, born into a poor coastal fishing village in Egypt, Ramy worked alongside his large family in the local fishing industry. Serious, they spent long, dangerous hours out at sea, trying to catch enough fish just to earn a few coins for daily meals. Bodybuilding was a distant, unreachable dream that his family's empty pockets simply could not support. Determined, driven by the need to find work, he relocated to Kuwait to work as a cleaner, helper, and floor staff at Oxygen Gym. Hopeful living in modest accommodations provided by the facility gave him direct access to commercial gym equipment and food. Recognizing his unbelievable genetic structure and rapid response to weight training, gym owners and coaches began backing his athletic development. Within just 3 years of serious, structured training, Big Ramy earned his IFBB Pro card and went on to weigh nearly 300 pounds of shredded muscle on the Mr. Olympia stage, bringing immense pride to his entire nation. Number 10. Rich Gaspari. Serious for introducing unprecedented conditioning, striations, and muscle density to the stage in the 1980s, Rich Gaspari started his life with nothing. His parents were poor Italian immigrants who arrived in the United States with empty pockets and limited resources. Growing up, Rich witnessed his family work long hours while struggling constantly to pay basic monthly bills. Determined, when he developed a passion for weightlifting, he could not afford a standard gym membership, let alone basic dietary staples like chicken breasts or egg whites. Resourceful, undeterred by his empty bank account, he constructed makeshift training weights out of scrap metal, concrete blocks, and pipes in his family garage. To fund his basic diet of canned tuna fish and rice, he worked 2 separate jobs simultaneously throughout his youth. Triumphant through relentless grit, he won his IFBB Pro card without any corporate sponsors, became the first ever Arnold Classic champion, and eventually launched his own multi-million-dollar supplement brand, Gaspari Nutrition, standing as the ultimate example of turning struggle into massive success.